Hello, I will show you today how to install TTCN3 in Eclipse environment using Titan plugins within the Cygwin environments. So let's start. So there are many actually downloads you need to do. I already did that, and I'll go through one by one. First of all, you need to download an Eclipse tool, and you can find this from, if we Google it, and we say Eclipse download. So there are different versions here, and what do I recommend is to use the Eclipse IDE for C, C++ developers. So you can download either 32-bit or 64-bit. For me, I downloaded that one, and from here you can click download and then save as, and you save it on your folder. So I already have that one, which is that one, the Eclipse. Another downloads you need to do is the common Apache Commons collection. It's a plugin also needed to use it for working when you work with TTCN3, and you can find it if you search for Apache Common collection. So Apache Common collections, and you can download the current release, which is 4.0. It's right there. Where is it? Give me download that one. So you click here and you can download the zip file or the tar file. The third plugin you need is the edu.uci.ics.junk.zip. So this one also is we need it to install the TTCN3, and it's gonna be part of Eclipse environment. So you can find, if you just Google it, the ICU EDC UCI ICS dot UCI dot ICS dot junk dot zip, and if you click here you can find different versions of that jar file. If you go further down, there are, I guess, 1.7 now. So 1.6, 1.7 jar file, or 1.74. So you have the flexibility to download any one of them. Okay, so now these are the three related downloads related to Eclipse environment. Also, we need to download the Titan Designer and Executor plugin. You can find it from this page. So if you type Eclipse Titan plugin, and you will find it here. So this is the plugin I'm talking about. It's plugin Eclipse plugins 5.3 for Eclipse Titan Project. So if you click on that one and click on download, so now automatically the file will ask you to save it. Or so I already did that. One last thing you need to download is Cygwin. Cygwin is actually, it's a Unix-like environment and command line interface for Microsoft Windows. Cygwin provides native integration of Windows-based application, data, and other system resources with applications, software, tools, and data of the Unix like environment. So let's begin. First we need to set the environment of the Cygwin. So if we right click, first of all we need to make sure that actually if you have a firewall you need to disable it. So right click, and I'd rather run it as an administrator. Yes. Click next. So you have your main folder in C drive under Cygwin folder. Next. And all the local package directory will be stored within your my default environment, which is defined here. This is the TTCN3. So now next, there are different download sites. I'm usually using the cygwin.mirror.constant.com. So next, now you will see different packages. So basically we need to define what packages needed to install TTCN3. So there are different packages we need. For example, for the test execution we need to have the base. This is by default has been installed, so all of the libraries within the base package is being installed. We also need to have OpenSSL. We can type in the search, and the OpenSSL has to be within the net package. So OpenSSL is already installed, and I do recommend also to install, this is already there within the Eclipse and we probably need that one, the Cygwin32 OpenSSL within the development package, and that one. Okay. The second one we need is the expect. So expect within the TCL package. So we select that one. We will only need that one also. Okay, now the third one, now this is for the test execution environment. Now for the test case development environment we need to download bin utils. So it's bin utils environment, library, and this is within the dev package. So this is the one. Select that one. We also do recommend to download that one, the Cygwin32-bin utils, and within the debug we can download also the debug info for the bin utils and for the Cygwin32-bin utils-debug info. So this is the first one. For the second one we need GCC-G++. Sorry, this is GDD, but mistake. GCC-G++, and this is available within a dev. So this is, we use the GCC-G++ GNU compiler collection, and also I do recommend to download the Cygwin32 GCC G++. Okay, so this is now next. I guess we need also the make within the dev. So the make, it's right here. Yeah, and we probably need to download also the Eclipse within the Eclipse. I'm not sure about that. I don't think, no, we don't need this. We need probably the utils. Probably need that. And need that. Within the debug, we need make dash debug info for debug for information. Okay. The last one for the test case development environment, we need the libxml2 dash dev development so we select that within libs. So we're done with the test case development environment. Actually, probably we need the OpenSSL dev. So let me check for OpenSSL devel. It's already installed. That's good. Okay. The third packages, we need them to compile our own Titan Cygwin binary. So we need the bison sorry, SON, not M, come on, yeah, so bison, and this is within the devel environment package. Also we need, let me go to see, yeah, we need that one also within the debug. We need also the C tags. This is an optional library. C tags. It's within the dev. Also we need Cygwin 32-expat. Cygwin 32-expat. This is within the devel package. Also we need devstat within the devel package, and we use for the bug info also. Let me see here. Yeah, we take that one also. So within the utils, we take the devstat to generate static on dev output. We need also the flex within the dev. We have flex, and the debug info, we use the flex debug info. Then we have the GCC core dash core ORE. This is within the dev. So we have GCC, we use the Cygwin 32 GCC core, and there is the other one below it. It's GCC core GNUI compiler collection. There's also, we need the libs. We need lib in curses devel. So lib in curses. Don't know what's wrong with the keyboard. In curses. This one is slow. Curses. CU, and it's available within the libs. So that one. And we use lib read line devel. So lib read line devel, and it's available also within Eclipse. And we use that one also. Okay, so no, skip all of them. So now both of them are done. Now we need to have a library for the editor. Usually I use Nano. You can use any editor you like. Also we need to, in order to clone the repository, we need to download the Git, and we can find it here with Git completion, Git CSV, and from the libs we get the Git repository, get to lib get to devel, which is Git C library, and that one. For the utils, there's nothing. For the debug, yeah, we have the git dash debug info. So now we are done. Next we click on this, and here is a list of dependencies. So you have to make sure that you check the box down, and in order to download all the libraries you've been selected before. Next, and this will take a while, a little bit. So once it's finished, I'll come back to you. Thank you. Okay, so now the Cygwin is being completed, and we make sure that we have an icon on desktop. So finish. So if we look at the desktop now, we have the Cygwin 64 icon there. Next we need to unzip Eclipse CPP. It's Mars version. So if we unzip it, extract, okay, okay, so this one we also need to unzip the Apache Commons collection. It's done. And one last thing is the edu.uci.ics junk. This is actually a zip file, yeah, so we need to unzip it. So it's done. So it's almost complete. Done. First thing we need to do is we need to copy and paste the jar files within the Apache Common collections into the Eclipse. Plugins. So we paste it here. So now we have it within the Eclipse. And we also do that for with the junk jar files. We have 5 jar files, so let me copy, then we open Eclipse, and paste. So we added the jar files into the plugins folder of Eclipse. Now we can open the Eclipse, run. Just need to make sure we need to disable the smart firewall, make it 5 hours. So now the Eclipse will open for the first time. Okay, so this is Mars 0.1 version. Okay, so now we open the workspace and the Eclipse is running. It's a bit slow, so probably I need to, yeah, it's opening now. Okay, so good, now it's opening, and the next step is we need actually to install the Titan Designer and Explorer plugin, which we downloaded. It's 5.3. It's an open source. So we go to help, install new software, add. So this is Titan, and since it's archived, so we click on archive and we select Titan Designer. Okay, now we'll see the libraries or the packages are defined. There are 4 libraries. We select them all. Next. Yeah, as you can see, this is Titan plugin 5.3.0 right now. Okay, next. So there's no problem, everything is okay. Close this one. Next, accept, and finish. So now it's running. Okay. So it's almost complete. Okay. You want to restart? Yes. Okay, so we're done with the Eclipse. Now we need to go to the Cygwin. Run as administrator. Eclipse, I need to close it once it's opened. So I'm opening the Cygwin. Okay, this one is slowly. Okay, so this is the Cygwin. It's Unix liked environment, and since it's the first time, actually it initialized some of the profile variables. Come on, just okay. So now we are at Cygwin. If I make ls, nothing. Let me go to the root. So this is ls. Now I can go through like Cygwin drive. Come on, Cygwin drive, then the C drive, we have the Cygwin. This is our main folder. Let me just close the Eclipse, it's causing me some troubles. Yes. Okay, so now Cygwin C drive. Now there is home, my username, okay. So now I am at my username, user account within the Cygwin. So I need actually now to clone the TTCN compiler. So if I go to Eclipse Titan Cygwin, if you go there, you have now the Cygwin.core or Titan.core. This is where actually the master repository is defined. So this is the Titan core. So I need to clone this one. So I just copy and paste, the link, and I say get clone, and we clone and put it within Titan folder. Let me just make it bigger, this one. So it's cloning now. Yeah, it's a bit slow. Don't know what's wrong with the internet today. Yeah, now it's faster. Okay, we're about to finish. Okay, now it's done. Okay, good. So if we check now ls we have the Titan. We need to make another directory actually to call it install, mkdir install. So now we have two directories, two folders. Next we need to define some variables, environment variables. So I already have them here. One of them is the path. Basically we have two environment variable, one for the Cygwin bin binary and the other one is Cygwin home my username install bin. This is actually for the TTCN3 binary folder, and then we have the TTCN3 directory, which is within the Cygwin home my username and install. This is the folder where I actually created now. And then the third one is the LD library underscore path. It's under Cygwin home username install and under folder lib. So it's within the TTCN3 directory but under folder lib. I already actually defined them within the environment variables. So if we go to system, control panel, system, advanced system settings, and go to environment variables, you find one is the TTCN3 directory, which is defined here, and the LD library underscore path defined also as a user variable. There is also within the path I already defined the Cygwin home my username install bin and the Cygwin bin. It's the one here. So this is done. You need to remember that once you define these variables, you need to restart your computer in order to take the changes takes effect. So this is done. Another thing I need to do is to create a file within the Titan, within the clone folders of the Titan. This file actually has some execution to be done. So I need to go to Titan. I need to create folder called make file .personal. So make file .personal. So it opens. So, and this is the one actually I defined the TTCN3 directory. It's defined here. C under C colon dash Cygwin home my username Titan install. Actually it's not Titan, it should be username like this, and the OpenSSL directory under user USR directory. The JDK directory is defined within the etc java config2 current system VM, and the XML directory underscore under user directory USR. This is the GNI. Yes, this is when you would like to test user interface, and if you don't want to have to generate PDF, this you can define this variable, which is no. So copy and I paste it here. Exit. Yes. So if I ls, I have this make file .personal there, and it's defined there. Next step, I need to compile to run the make file. Make -j, enter. So now he's running. It probably take a while, so I'll leave you and I'll come back. Thank you. Okay, now it's done. One last step is we make make and install and enter. So this is the last step. we leave it till it's done. Okay, now it's done. Actually we have a problem here, so we can actually try it this way. Give me a sec. Yes, as we can see, there is an error here, so probably we need to define the physical path of the binary folder of the compiler. So we type this command and try again. So now the compiler has been executed. Now we need to open Eclipse within the Cygwin environment. So we need to go to the if we see ls, now we need to go to Cig drive, C TTCN3 Eclipse, then Eclipse. So now we have the ls. Now we need to execute the eclipse.exe. So now we are running the Titan, the Eclipse plugin environment, and we're going to open the TTCN3 editing view. Okay, we want to make sure that the compiler which we executed before is working, the TTCN3 compiler. Okay. Okay, so now let's open, go to Windows, Perspectives, open Perspective, other, Titan editing, okay. So now we are at the Titan view where we have the perspective, and as you can see from here, now we need to go to the preferences to see if the compiler actually is recognized. So we go to Titan preferences and we select, this is actually where we define our TTCN3 compiler. It's at Cygwin, C drive Cygwin, home, username, install. Okay, apply. It seems that this version is used and it recognizes that one. And now Eclipse environment is ready to execute or to to model and build any TTCN3 project and execute it. There are 3 perspectives defined, as you can see. Let me show you the perspective for the Titan. There are Titan editing for writing the commands of TTCN3. There is Titan executing for execution the command the test cases, and here there is the Titan log viewer where you can actually see the log files or the executing logs. That's it. Thank you.